Hello everybody, welcome back. Today's video, we're here at Lake Wateree State Park. This is the Taylor Creek section. There's two sections. You'll hear me talk about Taylor Creek and Riverside. We're staying in the Taylor Creek sites at Lake Wateree State Park in South Carolina. Here is what my site looks like. Okay, this is my site, Site 95. It is a really big site. You have a ton of room to put whatever you want on your patio. See, we got a bike, we got a little kayak, we have chairs, we have the kitchen stuff out, all that kind of stuff. We have plenty of room for even more. This is probably one of the biggest sites that I've ever seen. And then you do get a pretty view of the lake from here. There's some tree cabbage, but you can see the lake. Alright, we're gonna start what the campsites look like. That's the trash can. This is that's site 99, 99, 73, 98. It's Momentum. 98, 75. And like I said, this section of Taylor Creek is almost brand new. It was made in 2020, a few years ago, but new site of the campground. And then Riverside's the older section. This is site 77 right here. This is 74. 76 right here. This section, all full hookup, water, electric, sewer. You do get a fire pit at most of the sites and a picnic table. 79, like I said, 79, 78. Okay, this is site 16, site 92, okay, section 79. These are the ones kind of close to this side of Taylor Creek. There's a little walkway through the woods. You can't go look at the creek on this side. It's more grassy on this side than on the other side. Site 80, site 81. Site 82, this is a really good one if you want to walk straight to the water, because you can just take this path right here and be right at the water. Site 84, site 83, there's also kind of a path, but not as good as 82. There's a little path to the lake, to the creek over here. Site 85, 86, 87, 87, 86. Those are the last two over on this row. Ours, which is 95, right over there. Right over here starts this Forest Island Nature Trail. It's a walk through the woods pretty much right here. You can walk right there and around in the lake in the woods. Alright, right here is the boat ramp, also second playground, and where you're going to check in. Here's the playground right here. Here is where you can put your boats and cars at. You have an extra vehicle. Right over here is where you're going to check in and where the shop is, right over here. And over here also is where you can rent kayaks and paddle boards. Over here there are some swings and some soccer goals. Right here is the dump station for the Riverside section, since it's water and electric only. Right, this is the Riverside section. Okay, start with site 1. Site 2, site 3 that was. This is Site 5. This is Site 7. Site 9. Site 11. Site 13. Site 15. Site 17. This is Site 22. Site 24. Site 19. Site 16. Site 21. Site 23. Site 25. 27. Site 29. Site 31. Site 35. Site 39. Site 41. 43. 45. 47. 49. 51. Site 50. Site 53. Site 55. Site 57. Site 59. Site 51. 60. Site 63. That one was Site 67, 68, Site 72. Here is the boat ramp. If you do bring your boat, you come right over here and you could put it in the water over here. You also have, again, many docks up here to get into your boat and go on, like Wateree. This is the shop. They are closed right now, but they have a good amount of souvenir stuff, some food stuff. They have like drinks and stuff. I don't know if you can see in here or not. Probably not. You're gonna see. That's also where you're going to check in right there. They have cups, stuff like that inside here. Magnets, shirts, and any merchandise you might want they have in here. Alright, this is Lake Wateree. There's a very pretty lake. You see there's a ton of boats out. It's a beautiful day today. This area is the boat ramp area where you can put your boat in or leave your boat. You also rent kayaks here. See right there is the storm where you're gonna check in, and over there is parking, the rentals, and then you can walk down here. There's even seating, and you can look and watch the lake. Now I'm gonna show you the bathhouse. This is the newest section, the Taylor Creek here. So they were built in 2020, so pretty new. So there's 4 on this side and 3 on the other side. There's 1 handicap on this side, 3 on the other. I think there might be 1 on the other side. Here's what the bathrooms look like. You got your toilet, your sink, and your shower, and it's a pretty nice shower. Like I said, this section was made in 2020, so almost brand new. There's a changing station. This is the handicap one. They have regular ones. This is the handicap accessible one for an example of what the bathhouses look like. Alright, look at this beautiful view. This is Taylor Creek, and there's a little walking path right over here. See, there's the campsites right over there. Our camp is like right over here, and there's a really cool walking path in the Taylor Creek section of the campground. There's Taylor Creek and Riverside. This is the Taylor Creek section, and there's a little walking path, and you can walk, or even somebody golf carted down here, and see this beautiful view of the Taylor Creek section at Lake Wateree State Park. Sunset at the Taylor Creek section of the campground next to Taylor Creek. Now it's time for another campground review. Remember, 5 is the best a campground can get on a section, and 1 is the worst. We start with ease of entry, and that is a 3. Now the sites here are all different. There's 2 different sections. One's older, one's newer. That's which site you get. We're site 95, so it's kind of going off of that. We are a big rig, so it's harder for us to get into sites. This site we kind of had to go in the grass to even get in the site, so it's a little tricky. Get in, but not the worst, so I call that a 3. If you're in one of the other sites, it might be easy, it might be more difficult to get in the site. So site getting in is a 3 for me. Site privacy is also a 3. You're not right on top of your neighbor, but you know, they're still kind of close. You don't have like greenery or anything next to you, but they're further away. You're not right on top of each other, so I call that a 3. Site size is a 5. You have so much room in this site, and all of the sites really, there's a lot of room to put anything you want out. Kid friendly, I'm gonna call it a 3. They do have a playground here. They have a few playgrounds here. They have like a soccer goals out, and you can rent kayaks and paddle boards. You can go swimming in the lake, but there's no swimming area designated for it, so you're just gonna go into the lake. You can just jump into the lake, but there's not like a beach access area, and they can ride bikes around, but that's about it. So that's why I call that a 3. Next is dog friendly. I'll call it a 5. There's a lot of walking room. They have the dog stations all around, plenty of room to walk your dog around. Amenities and activities here, I will call it also a 3. If you like fishing, this is a great place to go fishing. They're very well known for that. I said there's no beach, there's no designated swimming area. They do say you can go in if you want, but it's swim at your own risk. You're just going into an area that's going to be pretty much, jump in the dark. So you can if you want. They do rent kayaks, so that is something you can do. They have a playground, and you can ride bikes and all that type of stuff. But that's about it. It is your basic relaxing out in nature type campground. There's no fancy amenities here. Nearby attractions is, I'll call it a 1, because this is kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There is a zoo about an hour away. There's a national park south of here an hour away. And there is a gas station about 12 minutes from here. There's a store 12 minutes from here. But it's pretty much in the middle of nowhere. So mostly you're here to enjoy Lake Wateree. So enjoy that. Don't think you're coming here to find, and there's a lot of stuff to do nearby. When I come back to this campground, I'm going to call it a 3. It is kind of far away from where I live, but it is a very nice state park. There is not as much to do here, so definitely don't think you can stay here a week. And it's not a week park. It's like a few days at most to enjoy the lake, relax, and nature. That's what it's for. So for me, it's a 3. That if I could figure a way to get back to this area, I would. But it's okay if I can't get back to this campground.